Oh, girl, I must have hit that shit by record. Okay, damn. Okay, my bad. I must have hit. I turned the camera around, but I was trying to. I ain't know. My nails must have hit that damn button. I ain't even know I was recording. My bad, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lady Nika. Happy New Year, bitch. Happy New Year. Y'all haven't seen, baby, this is the first time I've been on screen in 2018. Ain't that a beautiful thing? But I'm here, I'm back, and I'm able to say it where you can see my face. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm wishing you and yours the best, a most prosperous New Year. And yeah, we're going to roll it like that. Um, Man, I forgot what I was gonna say because I wasn't expecting to see this camera came. Man, I must cut this camera on and I'm not ready. But let me get ready. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Lady Nika. For those of you who have never seen me in the year 2018 and you are a new subscriber to my channel, I want to welcome all of y'all to my channel. I've been watching my numbers. I check every couple of days, and I thank y'all for deciding to come along and have fun with a bitch, because that's all I'm doing over here. I'm having a little fun and trying to throw a couple of seeds of wisdom in there wherever I can. So, um, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my family, because over here, that's what we are. We one big happy family, you know. We sometimes don't agree, but we still family nevertheless. So, I welcome everybody who's joined, and thank y'all for coming over here and subscribing to the channel and deciding to roll with me, flaws and all. I appreciate that. But let's get into what the purpose of this video is. Y'all, it's so damn cold. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't talk to y'all in a minute. Let's talk a minute. This is the real housewife of Atlanta. So if you can't handle it, the fact that I runs off and then I come back, then this probably ain't the channel for you, baby. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I'm in and out, you know. But I always get you to the promised land. Y'all, it's so goddamn cold out there. All I want is a piece of snow, bitch. I'm getting all the temperatures that are conducive for snow, but I can't get the snow. So that's kind of irritating to me. But anyway, child, let's go ahead on and get into last night's episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This was season 10, episode 8, A Mad Tea Party. Now, to some, that last night might have been a filler episode. For some, it may even have been just simply a boring episode. But to me, the overall meaning behind this episode was so important, and it touched on an issue that is very, very relevant today. And for men and women in this world, I felt like it was important. It was very important. So last night's episode was actually one of the best episodes, in my opinion, of their season so far. So I enjoyed it. Let's talk a little bit about it. Now we open up with Kenya talking with Derek Blanks. We all know he's what is he? He famous. I know that. I know he does photography, and I think he does producing. He's going to produce the PSA for her domestic violence that she been telling us she was gonna do. And she said she got into a relationship at 16 with a guy that was 11 years her senior, and it ended violent. She even ended up being stabbed, and you know, to know that kind of violence still exists today, she want to do something about it, and I'm here for it. Sheree comes to lend a hand, looking like she's trying to channel her inner storm, and her thing is she want to be a part of it, but she don't want to be Kenya's intern. So Kenya tell the girl, I tell you what, we're going to find you a place in all of this here, okay? We're going to find you a place, because I know you got a story, and I want you to be able to tell your story too, or at least partake in this public service message that we're sending out in hopes of helping someone get out of a domestic violence situation, okay? Next thing we see is Marlo goes to visit Nene. Now, Nene says since they've been talking, she and Marlo been inseparable. And Nene telling her about Kenya doing that PSA, and she got to see Porsha, and she don't know if she really want to deal with Porsha. A bunch of old, immature bitch type shit, if you ask me. That's when Marlo suggests they have a tea party over at the Hamptons, her house. And Nene say Marlo don't really invite nobody over there, so for her to be inviting them over there means that she really wants to see her and Porsha work out whatever differences that they may have. So she's gonna go along with the situation. Now Cynthia was in the kitchen at her house over at Lake Bailey, and she cooking, and Noel comes in, and they have a little brief conversation. Then Will gives her a call, and instantly she's smiling like a kid. Now I heard through the grapevine that they ain't seeing each other no more. I don't know if that's true. I really don't care, but that is what I heard. I heard that down on the Instagram. That's where I got that from. But anyway, he realized that she was having her mother-daughter time with her daughter, so he said he ain't gonna interrupt that, and he tell her to call him later. Now I'm gonna tell you something. That's a plus for me. As a mother of children, I like a man that handle his business like that. When you see that woman tending to what she needs to tend to with her children, be it recreation or something that's more important for them to do, I like a man that know how to step aside and get her moment with her children. A lot of that's the sign. That's the sign, ladies. That's the sign. If that nigga can't give you time to do what you gotta do as a mother with your child, I don't care if it's something as simple as cooking a meal down to the kitchen and having some one-on-one time. If he too insecure to allow you to do that, you better rethink being with him, honey. He might not be the one. Cause any man that's secure in himself, he gonna let you have that time with them kids, okay? Anyway, Noelle wanna know when she gonna meet him. She says she gonna meet him soon, she gonna let him meet him soon. Then she get a text from Marlo inviting her to this tea in the Hamptons, and she says she will go and try to bring peace between Nene and Porsha. I just don't understand the Nene Porsha thing, but okay. Then we go over to the OLG. And it's Pat Candy meeting and greeting and telling us that the restaurant has really become a family owned and operated business. You see Block Daughter working up in there. You see Kayla working up in there. I said, Then you got the old lady gang comes to visit the old lady gang to talk to Candy. And they take them downstairs because she know her mama and her aunts, they ain't got no cool. They might say anything. When they get down there, basically the conversation is this. Look, Candy, you these hostesses and shit, they don't need to be right there at their door. They looks crowded. You need to get you some people in here that wants to work, that care about what they doing here, that wants to stay for some time, because right now the people you currently have is not working to the capacity that we know that a restaurant needs to be working at in order to be successful. And considering, I think Aunt Nora and Aunt Bertha, if I'm not mistaken, have some type of restaurant background, even dealing with the church, they still have had some type of background in restaurant, the day-to-day operations of a restaurant and what it takes to make it successful. So they're encouraging her that maybe you need to, look for you some people that's gonna do what they supposed to do around here. And Candy, of course, she believes and she supports what they're saying, so she gonna act on it. And I said, okay, gonna make them necessary changes, because I've heard some good things about the OLG, and I want to continue to hear good things about it. Now I heard about that not so good score that they received on their restaurant, and as a former restaurant owner, that ain't no good. The girl, you get 3 out of 5, no, that's too iffy. You really need to get that together, because that means some days you're shit up the par, some days you ain't. And when you are doing something as serious as feeding the public, you might want to get that a little bit better than that. Anyway, Portia at work, and she running the Ricky Smiling Child. She got that, got him smelling on her different scents, and they just talking, and you can tell that they kind of semi flirt. And I was almost sick to my motherfucking stomach, because they just don't look right. I don't give a damn. Ain't nothing about Ricky Smiley ever gave me nothing but Bernice. That's every time I look at him, I be trying to figure out who let you lay between their legs and gave them kids. Man, what the fuck? But okay, nevertheless, she tells us Ricky is not her boss, so she really can do what she want to, and she says she ain't never not thought about, it's been a time where she felt like maybe her and Ricky could probably, bump uglies or have a conversation, but she always felt like that was unknown territory, untouched territory that she should not go into. And I said, Porsha, yes. Do not get so desperate in this season for a storyline as they had you laying up playing around with Uncle Ricky. Girl, please. That's Bunnies from down to the church. You do not want Bunnies in your life like that, okay? Girl. Ugh. That just made my flesh crawl, baby. That made my flesh crawl. The idea of Ricky smiling and Portia. Tell me y'all ain't think sympathy fuck. That's all the fuck it could be is a sympathy fuck. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Now, Marlo called Portia because she want her to come to the tea. Now Portia know who gonna be there, and she feel like they ain't never invited me before. Let me just go on down here and see if maybe me and Nene can get on the same page and put all of this bullshit behind us. So she agreed that she gonna come on down to Marlo's house and partake in the tea party. Now Sheree and her chateau and Candy come to visit her, right? Candy asked did she talk to her kids yet about that domestic violence situation that she endured with Bob, and she said, yeah, I did have that conversation. In fact, it seemed like, girl, it made us a little bit closer. So that's a good thing. Then they moved to the conversation of Tyrone. And Candy told her, look, my concern was because Nene said he was a criminal. Now, Sheree wasn't really feeling the fact that Nene has been talking about Tyrone in a negative light. She say her and Greg both got matching mug shots, and tell Candy that she being wise, she ain't gonna just let this man get out of jail and come live all up in the chateau and use her or whatnot. I Do y'all think she will? I think Sheree just wants somebody so bad. This man knows how to reach out to her in ways that intrigue her, and right now with him being locked up, he can give you exactly what it is that you say you missing as far as that conversation. Physically, he can't do a damn thing for you. But my concern is you the only one he talking to? See, you gotta be careful with them niggas that's locked up, cause they can be having conversations and visits and commissary and shit like that being put on, money being put on their book for commissary by several different women, and don't none of y'all will know about each other. You better be wise in this situation. Now, if you know where the coins is, all them coins they say he stole, if you know where they is, girl, and he giving you, okay, handle that. But always be wise in your decision. And as a woman of Sheree's age, she just recently had a birthday too. I kind of think that see, them the kind of mistakes I expect a girl in her 20s to make. I don't really see a woman of 40 plus, damn near 50, doing something like this, but to each his own. If she happy, so am I. I don't give a damn. Now, Cynthia arrived at Marlo Place, and I must admit, Marlo Place looked nice. Her sponsors really do sponsor her because she had a really nice setup there. Nene arrives and gives everybody a hug, put Porsha there by now, too. And she even hugged Porsha, and Porsha was surprised by that. Now, Marlo starts out saying that she loves that the energy in the room right now, and she wants it to be like this always. Cynthia say, look, Porsha, me and Nene, we had our issues, but we found a way to work it out. Portia's main thing is, look, I don't understand what all the beef is. I've always been there supportive to Nene, when she was involved in her different endeavors. I tweeted it out. I tweeted her. Nene thing is anybody can tweet me, but once upon a time, me and you used to talk all the time. Then all of a sudden, it got to a point where you didn't even want to answer your phone calls, my phone calls. Portia thing is that only happened twice, Nene, and it's not like I'm not there for you. Child, to me, this is a big ass petty situation that needs to be resolved. I think they toting this shit on for the sake of a storyline, but it's tied through and it's delayed because I'm tired of hearing this shit. Ain't no two women. Portia almost in her 40s. Nene is damn near 50, would be sitting up having an argument over who felt. I mean, once she say, I had your back. I understand what Nene's saying in the sense, okay, Portia, when you was down on your luck back against the wind, it was me and you against the world. The minute you started to be able to get the wind beneath your wing again, you didn't want to have nothing else to do with me, bitch. Porsha thing is, Nene, I've always been there in the way that I needed to be there for you to prove that I'm a friend. However, I have a life too. And to me, it's a big misunderstanding, but they don't seem to ever gonna be able to work this out. Nene always got this condescending attitude when they talking, like she having this conversation, but she really don't fucking give a damn. So Portia picks up on that and she shuts down too. And both of y'all both coming and both of y'all on the defense, how y'all ever gonna be able to understand where each other's coming from? I don't understand the period. What the hell is this? Oh, that's Jalen Coat. Okay. Um. Anyway, Porch feel like Nene don't care and child, whatever. I ain't got time for that. They too old for that. Marlo said they bad motherfucking house guests and she wish she wouldn't invite their ass, okay? I said, this is petty 2000. For real. Petty 2000 to me. I can't deal with it. Next scene takes us to Candy Todd and Don Juan interviewing this guy named Harry. Excuse me. Still got a little bit down in there, y'all. And it ain't helping with the weather. But, Harry did research. Harry went to school. Harry knows how to read these reviews. He also know different programs that could possibly be implemented within the old lady gang that will encourage and inspire the employees to start caring more about what it is that they do and better, producing better service for the people to up her ratings. Now, Todd was immediately impressed by him. Don Juan wants to stress, look, it ain't easy working for these two here because, see, let me tell you, they require a lot, and then you're going to have to deal with the aunts and the mama, Candy Mama. He feel like he can handle that. Candy not so certain about that, but she say they gonna see what it do and give him a chance, I guess. I said, okay, really, you gonna be able to tell if he can handle it when them aunts come up and through there and start having things to say, how he reacts to that. I mean, there are systems out there that you can try with your employees in the food service industry that will kind of motivate them to want to do more. You can also do employee incentives. A lot of shit you can do to make things better. But you first got to get that crew that's willing to work. That's one of the hardest things. People come and they interview with you and they say they want to work, and then 2 days later they call, child, okay, whatever. We're going to see how they're going to work. Now, they doing the PSA stuff again, and Shamia comes to show her support and to tell her story. And when she told her story, I was like, wow. She told a story about with her first husband, how jealous he was and always was accusing her of sleeping around. And she said she got to a point where she got tired of being accused and she just snapped back at him. Yeah, I did it. And the next thing she know, she on one side of the room and them expensive shoes that she wanted him to buy her that he finally bought her was on the other side. That was real sad. You could see that that really was affecting Kenya too, because when you've been through domestic violence and you hear a story like this, it does compel you to feel some kind of way because you always remember. Cynthia mama Barbara, she comes, she speak on her situation. Candy show up. Basically, everybody showed up. Now, we was looking for Sheree. Come to find out, Sheree had an accident, but she still showed up. Somebody rear-ended her. She ended up showing up at the end of right before the PSA filming was to end, and she did her part, and it was really good. Even though she was hurting really bad in her back, nobody talked shit to her about it. These ladies came together, and they really did a great public service message to include the number for the National Domestic Violence Hotline that they gave out at the end of the show. I thought that was really, really good. I really do. I feel like that was really good. It it speaks to the fact that today we do have a lot of relationships that ain't quite right. And if you're being abused in it, whether it's verbally, mentally, or physically, before you wind up dead or he wind up dead or she wind up dead, however, because see, domestic violence can happen on either side. Before you wind up in a situation where somebody dead or somebody in jail, it's always best to get out. And if you're going through that, I do think that you should take that number and get them people a call because they got resources available to help you get out of this situation. I ain't going to tell you the shit is easy because it wasn't easy for me, but it is a doable situation. I would rather go through a few months of trying to readjust, maybe even a couple of years of readjusting, at least I'm at peace and I can move on with my life and know that better days are coming. And that's pretty much all that last night was about. And I enjoyed it to the fullest because it spoke on something so serious and so necessary. I was surprised to hear Cynthia mama's story about how she went through it. And Cynthia was a small child. She remembers some of it, but she don't remember as much of it. Um, Nene told her story of getting with Bryce's daddy and how he was physically abusive to her. You see everybody talking about what they've been through. If they didn't tell their own personal story, they read from a script that Kenya had prepared for them, and it was a it was a beautiful moment to see all those ladies together on one accord, not with all that fighting and backbiting and all that bullshit they do all the time. This was a necessary episode. I feel like it's as many people as watch the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it's going to reach somebody. And if you are watching my video and you are in this situation, I beg you to please take the steps necessary to get out. It can start with a phone call. Nobody deserves to be talked down upon and physically abused. Nobody. I don't care if it's a man or a woman. Nobody deserves to be going through that. In life, you are already promised a lifetime of trials and tribulations. If a motherfucker ain't adding to that shit, making your life better, then they should not be allowed to take away, making it worse, meaning tearing your self-esteem down and beating on you. Don't nobody deserve that. And that's what basically last night's PSA and the whole theme of the story of the show was. Get out while you still can. Tomorrow ain't promised to nobody. So I hope that this review uh, touches and agrees with some damn body that maybe be going through this, or if you're not going through it, I just hope you thoroughly enjoyed the fact that this was a drama-free um, episode, and it was speaking on a subject that's very, very important today. So that's it. That's all. Y'all remember the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please rate this video. Ratings get me recognized down here on the YouTube streets. Also, get down in the panty section, commonly known as the panty section, the comment section. And if you got something to say, let's talk about it. I'm always open for a good conversation. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. It's free. Hit your notification so every time that I come down here, you'll be alerted, and you can come on over and we can chit chat and stuff like that. I still haven't forgotten about that live Ratchet Today TV show. What is it? Ratchet Today, Ratchet TV, whatever you said. He sent me a quick little tutorial, and I'm gonna use my iPad to do it. So we might be able to do a live real soon. I want to start doing other things. I mean, I've gone live on Facebook before, and it was pretty good. I did a whole the Get Out movie review on Facebook Live. Y'all remember, but I don't be messing with all that technology stuff. But in 2018, I said I was gonna do more to reach out to my love things and you know open myself up on different platforms. So we gonna try that. Anyway, I got another video to do. So peace.